Hello, my name is Walt Johnson, and I'm the principal trombone in your Auburn Symphony. I'd like to talk to you for a moment about the trombone and how I got to play it and how we work in the orchestra. First of all, I've joined the orchestra in 2014 and have loved the time I've spent with Peter as our maestro, and I'm thrilled to look forward to the changes that are coming with the dawn of a new music director. I began playing the trombone in the 4th grade with public music instruction in my elementary school. I continued with that all the way through high school, where it was an important part of my life. But when it was time to go to college, I opted for a different major and did not pursue music, to the surprise of several of my colleagues. Instead, I was a science major, but I played all through college. And then when I went on to graduate school, I continued playing in local community bands, orchestras, and other ensembles, as of course the school ensembles. I went to graduate school at Indiana University in Bloomington, and again, despite the fact that it has one of the great music schools in this country, I was a science major. I never stopped playing though, and I've continued that avocation throughout my life. Music has been a very important part of my life, even though it is an avocation for me. I retired from my position as a research scientist and engineer just last July, and I'd hoped that it was going to give me more time to spend on my music. COVID disrupted that, of course, but as I'm sure is the case with you, I'm looking forward very much to when we can get back together and play for you. I'd also like to talk for a moment about the trombone and its use in the orchestra. As a brass player, we sit in the back, and it's not always easy to see what we're doing. In the early 19th century, when the trombone first entered the symphony orchestra, it was normally scored for 3 different instruments: the alto, the tenor, and the bass trombone. So rather than 2 tenors and a bass as we have now, we were also using an alto trombone. So for that reason, when the orchestra plays early 19th century repertoire, music of Beethoven, Schubert, Schumann, I will often play on the first part, the high part, an alto trombone. This is an alto trombone. It looks just like a normal trombone, except, as you might be able to tell, it is smaller. This means it plays higher notes. Everything happens in different positions, but it's a little different sound that works best for the scoring and the vision, or the sound that the composers of that era had in mind and expected the orchestra to sound like. So next time you see the orchestra play, depending on the repertoire, maybe I'll be playing alto, then we'll have 1 tenor and 1 bass. So give you a little something to look for next time you see the orchestra when we're back together again. In closing, I'd like to play a short piece for you, a very short piece, recently written by a trombonist by the name of Stephen Verhelst. This piece, called Song for Health, was written in specific reference to the current pandemic situation and is dedicated as an appreciation song for our healthcare and public service workers at the forefront of the corona pandemic. This is a very short piece that I'll be playing with my wife, accompanying me on piano. I offer this to you as a token of when we can get back together again with the whole symphony. Thank you very much. Thank you for your attention and your interest and continuing involvement with the Auburn Symphony, and I can't wait till we're back performing for you in the future. Thank you.